U.S. President Joe Biden is back in Washington, D.C. after meeting on Saturday with Arab leaders in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, where he laid out his vision for U.S. engagement in the Middle East to counter Iran and reasserted influence in the strategic competition against China and Russia.
White House Bureau Chief Patsy Widakuswara traveled with the president. Here's her report from Jeddah.
Joe Biden chatting alongside Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, whose kingdom has a human rights record so poor, the U.S. president once called it a pariah.
What President Biden is doing is suggesting that human rights are cheap and can be bargained out for a range of other impact.
Was re-engagement worth the criticism of the Saudi visit and a fist bump with the Crown Prince? Biden appears to think so, saying that Washington's pivot away from the Middle East was a mistake.
We will not walk away and leave a vacuum to be filled by China, Russia, or Iran. We'll seek to build on this moment with active, principled American leadership.
At a summit in Jeddah, Biden and Arab leaders discussed energy security, but did not announce an increase in oil production to offset price hikes triggered by the war in Ukraine.
The kingdom will play its role in this field, as it has announced an increase in its production capacity to 13 million barrels per day. Thus, the kingdom will not have any additional capacity to increase production.
Biden laid out the principles of U.S. engagement in the region, strengthening partnerships, supporting defense capabilities, deterring powers who seek to dominate through military action or jeopardize freedom of navigation. Biden praised the truce in Yemen between the Saudi-led coalition and Tehran-backed Houthis, vowing to reduce tensions and end conflicts where possible. He told the roomful of men that the future belongs to countries where women can exercise equal rights
and contribute to building stronger economies, resilient societies, and more modern and capable militaries.
The U.S. announced $1 billion in food security assistance for the Middle East and North Africa. As Washington launches its global infrastructure plan to counter China's Belt and Road Initiative, Biden also welcomed Gulf leaders' $3 billion pledge for the program.